There you go. We're on.
You are on.
We are on. I love when we come on.
We're on, but we're not on.
That's all right. I like the Limo Talk. Share the show.
I do. I like the logo.
We'll get the logo's nice, isn't it?
You know, this is the best logo you've had.
We need more shirts. You know why? I'll tell you why.
That's a great shirt.
Mikey LaGerfo with Blitz Sports is pissing me off. He is all over Allen Park. He's got banners. All the parents have Yetis with Blitz Sports on it. I'm tired of seeing it. So
Why?
Now,
Why would you be tired of seeing the success of a young man that works very hard at his brand?
He made like $600 on his merchandising.
So why are you angry at him?
Because I don't have the time
kid's
to
working.
do that.
He's all right. Okay, but
I don't have the time, and I want to do the same thing. I can't even get, dude. The owner here at Strong Island TV he hates me. The only reason why we're still on is you. He doesn't like Keith Hernandez. He tolerates me, and Teresa's on another show. You're not answering me.
And no, I'm not answering you because all of this is true.
Limo Talk.
You know.
Hey, good evening. It's me. Ins41, ins41.com. No, not really. Ins41 is not here tonight.
No.
He's at the Blink 182 concert at Citi Field. He said he was right on stage, right?
Yeah, he was right by the stage. I think by the speaker. He's going to be like that guy in Seinfeld, the driver for Elaine. If anybody gets that reference out there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He says he's gonna take my phone call, so we'll call in and see how he's doing. Not too much to talk about today, really.
No, I mean, there's really not a lot going on in the world.
No,
well, and again, we weren't here last week, so let's keep that in mind.
Well, here's the timetable. Trump gets shot at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, right?
This is last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
At his rally.
At his rally.
And
then you and I, and then the three of us are on, and Bobby's like, we should be on tomorrow. We should be on.
I said that. Trump gets shot and we're not on.
Yeah.
But you had,
work,
you had
man.
other obligations, which is completely understandable.
Yep.
And, that is what it is, and that's fine. But he gets shot at his rally, which, I mean, listen, you could spend the next hour talking about that. But if you're going to make a timeline, you got to go then a day later, the Republican National Convention starts on Monday night. And that goes for 4 nights. Trump actually accepts the nomination very early in the speech, by the way, if nobody picked up on that. I figured he thought he might get shot at again, so he wanted to at least accept the nomination before he got shot right on
but I heard he
stage.
was rambling for like 90 minutes. Everybody was into it for the first hour, and then he just started losing. People started leaving.
Well,
listen, it's like listening to us.
It was long. I will say that, and I watched it, and it was, and it seemed like I'll be honest, and what it was to me.
Okay.
It seemed like the first half was very reflective and about what had just happened, right, a few nights before.
Yep.
And then it just went to kind of like what people say his rally, which kind of was. He's rambling on about this issue and that issue, but it's all stuff obviously that he wants to get out there, but. So it was almost like that would have been the speech, but he added this whole segment in the front, okay, because of what happened on Saturday, and that's really what made it a super long, kind of speech.
Fascinating, because I really would like to know where this world would be. I don't think you would. Yeah, you know what? I take that back.
I don't know if you would want.
I don't want to know where the world would be if they hit him. And they killed him. Because in my eyes, I think that's a total revolution. And I know a lot of Trumpies that even Bobby was fighting with people on Facebook. He gets very into it. And Bobby is very...
Yeah, Bobby's passionate on Facebook, I'm sure. I'm not on Facebook to see, but I know he's passionate about it.
The best thing that you got going on for you is you're on no social media at all. You don't want to be on there. It's a cesspool.
No.
I put my clips up. Your clips suck. You guys are terrible. Listen, you sucked on O&A. This is what I get from fucking...
Well,
I
don't know. That might have been me.
Yeah.
I was feeling a little frisky one night, so that might have been me. But,
man, and it's just social
media.
Well,
I tell you, I don't know, because I mean, part of me would say, you could have a lot of people in this country that if Trump actually got shot and died, that would have revolted, and you may be in the middle of a civil war right now, 3 months before a presidential election. Or you could look at it this way and say, Trump gets attempted to be assassinated, right? There is not one riot, no cities burned themselves down by Trump supporters to go out there and destroy their own city. Nobody did that. There was no rioting in the street.
No.
There was no unrest.
No.
There was no uncivilized behavior that then had to be justified by other people as, oh, it's okay, they're just peacefully protesting.
Where I think that if
There was none of that.
No.
I hope people in this country took notice of that, but most will just turn a blind eye and probably, have some other reason why it didn't happen. And that's fine, because they can lie to themselves all they want. They do it every day, so they're very used to it.
So now he gets shot at. We're not on the air list.
Attempted
assassination.
Attempted to be assassinated.
Now
An assassination attempt.
Supposedly the kid's on the roof. They see him an hour before, and already he's somebody to look out for.
Walking around the building.
Yeah,
Looking up.
and they're
Looking
up,
and
and
towards the roof.
and their police
he's about to go
department
to.
and their police department is in that building. That's the holding area that the police department is hanging out in.
Which they deny. That local police department came out and said they were not in charge of anything other than traffic control. That's what they were put in charge of.
Okay.
Secret Service had control of the whole area. Now, whether or not, who knows what, I wasn't there when they had the conversation, but that's what the local police department is saying.
All right, so now he's out there hanging out for an hour. They catch him a couple of minutes that he's on the roof. They catch. I seen pictures
Yes.
and videos
Few minutes
that people
before.
are yelling, "This guy's on the roof."
Yeah. Yeah. Yelling at the, police and Secret Service.
Supposedly, there's a couple of pictures of a lady in black, an FBI agent that was in the crowd, but yet didn't really do anything. Was taking
I
pictures.
saw
of what's
that
going.
was the they're saying that's the assistant FBI director that was right behind them. And
Okay, she's taking
holding
pictures.
up the Biden sign, and all of a sudden she puts it down and she just starts filming, like almost
The
I
Trump
think
sign, not the Biden sign, because they're at the Trump.
There were Trump. Well, it said "Fire Joe Biden" on the sign.
Okay, so they got his
It was
name
like
out.
a nod to his apprenticeship.
Yeah,
But but then she quickly puts her phone up as if she knew what was going to happen, and that's what people are trying to imply, is that she was kind of like, "All right, I'm holding my sign here." All of a sudden, oh, let me get my phone because it's happening now, and she just starts filming when the shots ring out.
All right, let me say hello to everybody because they want to get involved. Hi, Graz and Richie. Good evening,
Sure.
Ann Rothney. Hello, Ann. How's
Hello,
South
Ann.
California? You are my favorite listener, even though I know you like other people a little bit more
How's
than
the
me.
liquor store?
I'm all right with it. Ann, just so you know, Bobby makes fun of me all the time. He treats me unacceptably, just so you know. Julie Angelina, the drunken housewife in
morning.
Australia. Good morning. Hi, good morning. I hope you guys are having a great evening. Julie, we're doing great. Hope you're doing great. I watched one of your videos. You had a baby kangaroo. I guess she saves kangaroos. This lady is unique.
She rescues kangaroos?
She's got MS. She does her own podcast, which is very popular
Love
in
this.
Australia, extremely popular.
Love it.
And she saves kangaroos, and I think she has a big one and just has a baby one now. I don't try to troll, Julie. I try to, you know what I mean? I do know how we've gotten you. You
Well,
used to
you
listen
just,
to you used to listen to the Pizza Man. She used to listen to the Pizza Man, Dan Romano.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
we won't hold that against you.
No, but thank you, Julian. Thank you. Please share the show, and I appreciate you listening. And please, if you ever come to New York, come on the show. We'd love to have you. Lou Fariolo checking in. Lou
Yes.
Fariolo with the patented middle finger. Thank you, Lou.
The usual middle finger. That is the hello for him and Mike Bott.
Yes.
That's how they say hi.
Yes.
Because usually that's how you say hi to them at a baseball field.
Yes, I
Right.
do. In front of kids.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
the
so,
children.
So Trump doesn't get killed.
Correct.
All right, Trump is
Still alive.
Trump is now a martyr because he survived, and they hit his ear. The kid hits his ear. Secret Service takes
But
him out
hits his ear. Why?
because he turned.
Because he turned.
Because God, in God's name, it's something. Listen.
Well, listen. He. I mean, listen. A spiritual man is saying that. I mean,
People on the other side don't.
People go crazy because he said that, which is amazing to me. Like, listen. If something happened to any of us, forget about this, right? If something happened to you and there was some kind of an event that prevented this tragedy from happening to yourself,
Yes.
you would rely on your faith in God or your faith in whoever you believe in to to have had a hand in it.
I'm a firm believer there's a revolution if he gets killed. You want to know why? It's like the guy across the street, right? We see him every time he comes. We're sitting outside after our show.
Oh, the Trump
He's
guy.
got 22 flags of Trump.
Yes.
Everything about Trump. Trump underwear, Trump socks, Trump brassiere, everything else.
I don't know what kind of underwear the man wears.
Well, he's got all Trump, and he's
All
not
right,
the
I just
only
wanted to
one.
clarify
And
that.
there's got to be about at least 500,000 or 1 million like that in this world. So
Right.
I believe there would have been some kind of unrest. Okay.
Yes.
So now we fast forward this week after Trump survives. He goes to the RNC, what is that? The
Convention.
Convention.
Yep.
And they bring him in. They love him and everything else. And
Sure.
he's the man.
He is the nominee.
He's the nominee.
They nominate him to represent their party in the election.
25 Democrats are now fighting that they don't want Joe Biden to run for president, to seek re-election.
20.
What? Excuse me, I'm not done. What? Oh, sorry.
on.
If you'd like to
We're
get
doing
on,
a- we're doing a timeline.
We're doing a timeline. If you'd like to get on our show,
Jeez.
wow.
He just yells out like a kid in the back of the class.
An owner of this
During
place.
math class. He's just yelling.
He-
5 is the answer.
He's the owner. He doesn't do this for any other show.
I mean,
I was just walking over. You know what?
Right, he's
You know
very
what that
com-
is
he's
right
very
now?
comfortable.
I want Malibu Punch. I want 2 drinks.
Yes.
Of
That's a free round.
that's
You're right, Graz. Very good.
We want a free round of
Oh,
Malibu
God,
Punch.
what I would give for one of those punches
Yeah,
right
come
now.
on, Bobby.
The Paradise Punch.
What? So go to CVS. I'll give you money here.
I don't have any fruit.
Punch.
No? Do you have any Ultra?
Yeah. No.
No
All right.
light?
So fast forward now to all these Democrats saying they don't want him. George Clooney saying, "Get the hell out. I don't want to give you money."
You got to back up a little bit.
All right.
Because I think it's an important point that nothing is being mentioned about until it was mentioned maybe Thursday last week, right? Don't forget, all of a sudden, Biden was doing all of a sudden he hit the campaign trail
Yep.
right after the Republican National Convention.
Correct.
9 days ago, he's screaming to the top of the world, they want me to get out. I'm running.
I'm not getting out.
I am not leaving. No way.
Okay.
A couple days later, what happens?
He's out.
No, he gets COVID.
COVID. That's right.
Don't
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah, he got COVID.
The man came down with COVID, this 81-year-old fragile man. Okay? And there hasn't been one health update since they made that announcement that he got COVID.
Well, I guess he's.
Does anybody know how he's feeling?
I guess he's going to address the nation sometime this week that he's dropping out.
This guy has had a hell of a rough week.
He's had since the
debate.
Since the debate. Now I just said it to Bobby.
This
when we're
guy
out,
was rolling along to be the presidential candidate up until the debate.
and I have to tell you, and I'm being honest. And I said it on the air 2 weeks ago. I went in there with an open mind. I'm like, all right, let me just watch this. Let me see what happens. Is Trump going to just call him a scumbag, Dirty Joe, be the guy he was, all interrupting? One. Is Biden going to be coherent? Is he going to have put sentences together? I'm waiting for it. I'm open mind. Within 10 seconds of Joe Biden opening up his mouth, I looked at my client. He was in the car, and we both laughed. I go, he just won the election. That's what I said.
It was over in the
It was
first 9
over in
seconds.
the first 10 seconds of him talking.
It was completely over.
So now fast forward a month.
I tell you what I was more excited about the debate was the rules. Because I really thought
He hushed
that
the microphone.
Well, I really thought that those rules were going to help to have a healthy debate, which I think it did. I actually think it did. But in the first, like you said, 10 seconds of it, it was over.
Richie,
None of
I
it mattered.
swear to you, I went in there with an open mind.
I did too.
John
I
Albano
always
makes
do.
fun of me. Oh, yeah, you're a conservative liberal. And I don't think I think I believe in health, wealth, happiness, God, and good fortune for people.
I think,
I don't believe in riding. I don't believe in a free ride. I don't
Right.
believe people are supposed to hand you money on a free ride. You're supposed to work. I've been working since I'm 13 fucking years old.
Yeah.
I'm 58.
Me too.
Okay?
Me too. Now,
But I went
I
went
go
in
ahead.
there with an open fucking mind and said, this guy could, he comes in and talks coherently and has a good conversation and impresses me a little bit and says, I'm going to close the borders or try to fix it. I'm in. I'm in. I'm
Right.
like, all right. We don't
I like
need
that.
We don't need 4 more years of just dirty Joe, dirty politics. They sucked. I'm the greatest thing ever. I wasn't in the mood for it. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm getting myself geared up now, but I wasn't in the mood for it. And that's the truth.
And I can appreciate that because it is the truth. But I think one of the bigger misconceptions among people when they talk about politics, conservative, liberal, whatever, it doesn't mean, if I'm a conservative, that doesn't mean that I have to agree with every single thing that the conservatives say. There's nuance to things. If I'm a Democrat, I don't necessarily have to agree with every single policy that they have blindly. I would respect somebody more for having their own thought and say, you know what? I agree with this, but I don't really agree with that. And there's little nuance to things, okay? Everybody takes this hard line like, well, if you're a Democrat, then you believe this, 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 and this. But that's not the same recipe for everybody. Life doesn't work that way.
Correct.
Okay?
That's
and
why
people need to respect other people's view. I mean, other than that, what do you have? You have divisiveness, and that's what we have right now. You have nobody respecting anybody else's opinion. If these people don't get their way, and I don't care what side of the aisle it is, if they don't get their way, they just bash the other side. There's no debate about it. It's just, no, you have to agree with me. The Democrats, they want to mandate everything. You have to agree with this. But then they accuse Republicans of being dictators. Meanwhile, they want to tell you exactly what you can do and say.
Lou,
And they're doing it now. Do you know that 14 million people voted, okay, in a democratic process, all these protectors of democracy over there, and they voted for Joe Biden to be the presidential nominee? This has been going on for a long time, folks. They don't just come up with this right before the election. Now, all of a sudden, 106 days before the election, okay, these defenders of democracy want to undo the process of democracy.
I will tell you this, that
the irony is stunning, and I hope people pay attention.
Inns was right. Bobby Inzarello was right. He, off the record, we sat there one night, and he says, this is what's going to happen. And he basically put it where Biden would drop out because of health reasons. And I think he said Kamala would be in, or I guess there's a couple other people that, people are endorsing Kamala right now. I don't know.
That's good.
I think
That's
Trump.
Biden
I think Trump is going to have a blast with her. I think we're gonna.
I tell you, two people that are pretty high in the Democratic Party that have not supported her, but they've praised Biden, obviously, for all the work he's done.
Who's that?
That's Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi. Neither one have come out to endorse Kamala Harris since Biden has.
Minchin.
So just keep that in mind.
Who's Minchin?
People.
Who's Minchin? Joe Minchin. He wants to come back to be a Democrat and might fight against Kamala at the convention.
Well, listen. Now you're going to get a free for all.
I don't understand.
see why
Now
you
what
wouldn't.
happens now? I don't. I'm very naive to folks. You got to admit, you know how we are. I know it's the first 20, 25 minutes of political talk. We had 25 people listen. Now we're down to 8. They're like, these fucking.
So we should Well, we should go to baseball.
Yeah.
Is that better? Yankees dropped 2 or 3 to the friggin' Tampa.
And the Mets have split. The Mets have been 1 and 2 since they come back. All right. So, but I don't know. I really don't. I'm naive to the situation now. What happens now? So do they just hand the reins over to Kamala, or do they have to go to the Democratic convention and have different states vote?
I'm not going to pretend that I know the letter of the textbook of this process right now, but there is nobody.
Hold on. Excuse me, owner of Strong Island TV. Do you know the process? Or intern Vinny, who didn't bring us pizza from his father again, is in the back. Do you know the process? What happens?
I know the process.
So get on.
You know the process.
You know the process.
I believe I know the process.
Okay, wait, hold on. So we went from knowing to believing. That's all right. I respect the honesty, Vinny.
It's better than nothing, right?
All right, folks.
I'd rather you be honest.
This gentleman in the picture is intern Vinny. He's been with us for about a month and a half. His father's a famous cook on Long Island. He's got a great grill in the back and won't make us pizza.
He's got a fantastic pizza oven in the backyard.
We don't hold it against him, but he's actually
get our hands on
Cornell. I think he's what Cornell was it? No,
Oneonta.
Oneonta. I got to ask you an Oneonta question before we get off the air tonight. Okay?
Yeah. Well.
All right, please. I'll ask it on the air.
Oneonta question.
Yeah, it's Green Dogs. My wife still hasn't gotten a hotel for Green Dogs.
Oh my God! You want to stay in Vinny's dorm?
It's 3 weeks away. I'll ask later. Go ahead, Vin. Tell everybody what the process is.
I believe now that Biden has dropped out of the race, the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, now needs to vote on who's going to be the primary for this election. So even though he endorsed Kamala, yeah, they need to vote on her. You know what's funny is I think this is the first election since 1976 to not have a Bush, a Clinton, or Biden in it.
I believe that.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I could believe that.
I believe
Well,
that.
no, these people are lifers, Vinny. It's not
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to believe. I mean, this is what they do their whole lives. Is that they spend it in, politics and government work, which is listen, fine, but, it's serving the people, but
We
it's
always
serving,
use- we-
it's
wait,
serving
we-
themselves.
We always
a little
use
more
Nancy,
lately
yeah,
than
we,
the people.
We use Nancy Pelosi as an example. When she got in, she had like $200,000 to her name. She got out, she had like $70 million to her name
Right.
after 49
So
years
the
of
inside-
government.
which actually, I think there's a bill in Congress now about they cannot be involved in trading stock. People in those
Yeah.
positions. They're
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
going to
yeah.
start introducing that because they realize all the rampant production that's gone on as they create laws that are going to help companies, and they get the inside stock tip and buy it before it goes up. What a novel idea.
All right, so give me a brief synopsis. How's it been going so far?
It's been going good so far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still your favorite show because we're the only ones who put you on?
It is actually my favorite show.
Oh, we want to.
Then he waits for
It's fun
Sundays.
coming on. It's really fun.
I want you. I know
like
you're going to be
that.
a big time executive one day, and I just
That's
want
right.
to walk in and say, listen, I'm 60. I can still entertain the 20-year-olds. Give me a 3-year contract, $500,000 a year, and I'll give you numbers.
Yeah, really, Vinny. Come on, make that happen.
Make that happen, Vin.
That'd be nice.
One day at a time, right?
All right.
All right.
Intern
I'll
Vinny,
wait.
our intern for the last
love
6 weeks.
intern
We love,
Vinny.
we love intern Vinny.
We love all our interns. that
Call
have been
me
on
if
that
you
show.
need me, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Will do. Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you, Vinny. Hey, Vinny, tell the boss maybe to open up the air conditioning a little bit. I'm sweating, and people don't like to see me sweating.
He's on it.
All right, thank you.
You are wearing a hat tonight, though.
Yeah, but I
Just
can
keep
feel
that
it.
in mind.
I'm glistening. I can feel it.
Wow, you feel the glistening
it's coming.
under the hat.
And I'm starting to get little drips.
Wow.
So when I start getting little drips, catch me. At least give me some air conditioning for 20 minutes. All right. So then Kamala probably is going to be in.
Right, but I believe no, Vinny is right. I believe they have to vote at the convention for the who's going to be the nominee. And the delegates, everybody will be there from across the country, all the delegates, I guess, and they're going to sit there and they're going to vote. They're going to try and figure out who is going to run against Trump. I love the fact that they're like eating their own. They're collapsing from the inside,
Which is fascinating.
They've turned
They
on
turn
themselves.
in like 60 days.
Yes,
It's like
They just
amazing.
Turned on themselves.
Well, because everybody saw what the fuck he looked like during that debate.
so great.
But they realized that it was a joke this whole time, that he was just being paraded out there. He's an old man.
Yep.
Bonnie Scalisi says hello, Bonnie.
Hello,
Greg
Bonnie.
DiFilippo.
Greg DiFilippo.
What's up, Greg? Greg spent 2 weeks of his life for the first time in a very long time. He didn't have his kids for 2 weeks. He was alone.
Wow.
He said it was the greatest time he's ever had in his life.
I'm happy to hear that, Greg. If it made you happy, then that makes me happy.
Dude, I have to tell you something.
Greg's a good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy. We speak once a week, twice a week. I really don't get to hang out with him. We've been talking since COVID. My wife's like, "How's your best phone friend?" I go, "Who? DiFilippo?"
Best
She goes,
phone
"Yeah, I
friend.
think he just called." I was
Phone a
sleeping.
friend.
So it's funny because you get to know about the guy's life and everything else. He had 2 weeks of his life without kids. He said he was happy as a pig and shit.
That's great.
Share the show,
Love that.
DiFilippo. Let's go all out this week. We'll figure out what we could do. Julie Angelina is going to help us out
Mm-hmm.
in Australia. Pick a couple of places and tell me where you're going to share us. We do a lot in Australia, Hong Kong, right? India.
All those places.
All those places.
Everywhere around the world.
All right, so no more politics.
No more. Well, one thing I will say
ahead,
is
go.
tomorrow should be interesting because it's Monday.
Okay.
They had him do it today on purpose. I mean, let's not think this whole thing wasn't staged.
For the stock market tomorrow?
Absolutely. For that and several other reasons. I just want to know. I wanted to be on the phone when Joy Behar called Whoopi Goldberg today to do a little show prep
Yeah.
for tomorrow's View.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's-
like, what the F are we going to do now, Whoopi?
Amazing.
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
No, we're going to go out there and we're going to lap up Kamala's, ass, and we're going to spread her cheeks, and we're going to get in real deep.
Easy.
Okay? We're going to get in real
That's
deep
my
tomorrow.
job usually. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I can
I'm the
only
dirty
imagine.
one. Wait, what are you got?
Oh, my God.
I got to tell you, I was so looking forward to speaking to Mr. Trump tonight.
Yes,
I was
me too.
very much looking forward to speaking to Mr. Trump
Me too.
and Mr. Biden. That being said, I can't wait to speak to Mr. Trump when he comes back in and returns. So, Mr. Trump, we miss you. Bobby Inzarello.
And I will miss that if it's next week.
Bobby Inz 41 Inzarello. We're going to miss you this week. We'll see you as soon as possible. Make money at Citi Field and do what you got to do. I'm a little pissed off at Lucera.
Oh,
I got like a cigarette hole in my Paradise Studio shirt.
A cigarette hole?
Yeah, and he knows it. He passes me today, and he goes, you've been wearing that thing a lot, huh? I go, I wear it all the time. I try to promote your product and everything else.
Right.
I go, maybe it's time for a new shirt. We can't get Malibu. Maybe
How'd you get the hole?
I don't know. Probably weed. Probably.
Probably something burnt.
Probably something burnt. Come on.
All right.
All right.
We can understand that.
I want a new
These
shirt.
things happen.
I want a new shirt. All right. Guys on YouTube and Facebook, here we go. I got a question to ask everybody. And please respond if you can. Even if you're a woman, respond to this.
Oh.
Ginger.
Even women can
Yes.
respond.
Ginger
Keep that in mind out there.
Ginger or Marianne?
What? Who's what?
Ginger.
More attractive?
Who was your go-to girl?
I'm going to go Marianne.
You went Marianne, and Bobby Lucero went Marianne.
Yep.
Intern Vinny, do you know who Ginger
Hometown farm
you know
girl.
who Ginger and Marianne were from Gilligan's Island?
I've heard of Gilligan's Island. I don't know who those girls are.
He's heard of it.
I feel so old.
I have.
Vin,
He's
how old?
heard
Vin,
of it.
how old are you, Vin?
21.
Go fuck yourself. How's that? All right, I fucking 21.
Good for
Oh,
you.
that's great, dude. So Ginger. How about Wilmer or Betty?
Wilmer or Betty?
All right. Do you know who the Flintstones were?
I'm going to have to
Vin?
go Betty again because the dark hair. No.
I
you
would
know.
also go with Betty, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So he knows who Betty. J-Lo or Shakira?
I'm going to go Shakira on that.
Okay. Bonnie Scalisi says Ginger, and Ann Rotney says Marianne.
See?
Yeah.
We have some in common.
That's
eh?
what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, folks, please share the show. And Bonnie, I think you should put my show on that delusional site that you put on because they'd like my.
Delusional site.
She's got a crazy site that she puts on. It's all, politics and stuff. We'd be great on there. But every time,
be great on
every time I try to put us on there, I get denied. So I'm like, I denied her. That's why I spent 8 weeks figuring out if I was going to ask her on a comedy show or not.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm kidding. All right. Kate Moss or Naomi Campbell?
Kate Moss is a little too sticky for me.
Okay.
Stick figure-ish. So
Okay.
I'll go Naomi Campbell.
And you, intern Vincent? Do you know who Kate Moss and Naomi Campbell were? That's a little bit before your time.
No, but I trust Richie's judgment, so
Okay.
Thank you, Vinny.
All right. So here's the other question. Do you know who the 3 Charlie's Angels are? Not you, intern Vinny.
yeah, I know of them.
Okay. Farrah Fawcett
Wait,
was.
does he have to name them?
Well, no. Farrah Fawcett was an angel, right?
Don't ask me to name them.
No, Farrah Fawcett was an angel, right? She was a Charlie's angel.
Farrah Fawcett, yeah, she was a Charlie's Angel.
All right. So he's right here.
her and
Farrah Fawcett,
Wonder Woman.
Cheryl
Linda-
Ladd, or Kate Jackson. Which one did you
Oh,
like?
Kate Jackson. I was thinking of Linda Carter.
Yeah. Oh, Bonnie goes, it's Bonnie Scalisi's voice of the people. Yeah, and I'm the biggest voice of the people you got, Bonnie. All right? Follow the leader. Come on. God damn.
I don't know. This is a tough one.
She just posted it now. All right, good job.
Not
Bonnie.
Farrah Fawcett, though. I'm going to go.
I liked Cheryl Ladd.
Yeah,
Kate
Cheryl
Jackson.
Ladd.
Kate Jackson.
Kate Jackson
She
was
held up
another-
real well.
Yeah. she
Bobby,
did.
Lacera. Farrah Fawcett, Cheryl Ladd, or Kate Jackson? Farrah Fawcett.
I'm going to go Kate
Dude,
Jackson.
were you the guy that used to have like a fucking pin up on your wall, and every time when your girlfriend didn't touch you, at least you went home and schmeckled yourself?
Schmeckled?
Oh, there you go. He didn't have a girlfriend when he had Farrah Fawcett.
Girlfriend. Farrah was the girlfriend. Keep that in mind.
All right. So, Bonnie Scalisi says Farrah Fawcett hands down. Greg DiFilippo says hi Bonnie. Greg DiFilippo, hello, Greg.
Greg DiFilippo was great.
Bella Miller, who keeps on sending me some private stuff, wants to know, is this my field of work? No, it's not. This is a hobby for 13 years.
Yeah.
I wish it was my field of work. One day.
We're trying, but we're
try-
waiting for Vinny to get a high executive paying job
Yeah,
somewhere
we're waiting for
to hire
Vinny
us
to get
for
a
$500,000.
Sirius XM.
That's our new plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny will be an executive producer one day and hire us.
No Pizza Vinny, that's what we call him.
No pizza. Vinny.
I'm having issues with Friends, brother.
You're having issues with Friends, the TV show?
No, Friends. My
Friends of yours?
Yeah, I'm losing friends.
You're losing friends?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm acting irresponsibly and
Oh, well. I mean,
supposedly beating up kids. No.
supposedly beating up children? Oh, that whole thing. Yeah. I gotcha.
losing friends here. There's people who don't even talk to me no more.
Was this realization at the block party yesterday?
Yeah, like nobody was talking to me.
Nobody was talking to you?
No. Albano wasn't talking to me at all.
Wow. I feel like the therapist right now.
Wagner was basically he's 3 sheets in the wind and happy as a pig in shit because Trump was alive and he's hearing rumors that Biden's dropping out. He's all happy.
Biden was dropping out last week when they said he had COVID. So this has all been going on for
They left me alone.
quite a while.
Tommy Brinkshell, he's not talking to me. He never texts me no more.
Right.
The only one that calls me is DiFilippo. And he likes me because it's phone calls. He doesn't hang out with me in person.
I called you this week.
You hung out with me this week for 5 minutes as we put luggage in the back of my car.
That's true. We did.
Dude, that's fascinating to me.
It was.
In the last
It was a nice 5 minutes.
In the last 5 days.
Right? I got to see Cooper.
Yeah, you got to see Cooper.
I got to see Cooper. I love Cooper.
Or Jiffy as DiFilippo and Taz the resident artist call. Because Taz resident artist is basically believes that I put peanut butter on my penis.
Greg, to be honest, Cooper did smell like peanut butter, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, shut up, you dick. And our favorite show before us, the DNA show, Althea is watching us right now. Hello, guys. She says,
hello, Althea.
Althea, I love you. Good show. I listened to a little bit today.
Great
Keep
people.
on rock. Oh, dear God. They're doing good.
Good.
They're in certain areas on FM channels and everything else. Danny's a good man. I like Danny. They're good people. So the DNA show before us, 7 o'clock at night, Sunday nights. He's also on a whole bunch of...
Tune in.
Hold on. Let me...
Absolutely tune in.
Let me give them a little plug. They don't plug me because there are,
Well, listen.
I don't even get plugs from Bonnie Scalise right now. I'm tired of everybody.
Well, I'm not sure. That sounds a little personal. I'm
All
not
right.
sure who Bonnie is plugging at the current time.
Here we go. Steven Spielberg. Steven.
Bonnie is plugging Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, the guy looks like Steven Spielberg. She's been with him for years. Michael. That's her boyfriend. All right.
You said Steven Spielberg.
Oh, just so you know, comedians, whoever's showing up September 14th, if you're bringing a +1, you're paying for the +1 because it's a fundraiser. So we're getting money from everybody. So
Technicality.
yes.
Pay
All right?
attention, people.
All right. So here, the DNA show, just so you know, is on before us. They're at Power 104 on Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
They're at Hot 103.7.
Right.
They're at 93.7. 98.5 the Mix FM,
Wow.
103.7 Beat, and the Blaze FM.
They're all over.
He's New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Indiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Illinois, Colorado, Nevada, California, United Kingdom, and Carib. So I guess that's the Caribbean.
Wow. Covering all the bases.
We're on in Australia.
We're in Nassau County. Suffolk County.
And Manhattan.
And maybe Manhattan.
And if you can reach us in the internet in Connecticut.
The greater Tampa area in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're in Taft, California.
Yeah, Taft, California.
Right. We're in Australia.
Yep. Taft, California.
Are we in Japan?
We are. He's put us out in Japan.
He's put us in Japan.
Yeah. He's
right?
put us in Japan.
Are we in India? I think we're in Mumbai. We're big in Mumbai.
He doesn't want to go in Mumbai anymore because he gets phone calls off the record, people bothering him. Like, who are you? Why are you putting this shit up? Why are you always doing
the
this?
Crown Prince, the Crown Prince is after him now.
Our program director.
Madrid, Spain tonight. Greg DiFilippo says.
Oh, you're on Madrid. Danny's laughing his ass off. Thanks, Althea. Althea, I'm proud of Danny. I'm proud of you.
I think it's great.
You're doing a great thing.
Absolutely.
I want to be on their stations.
Cheers to you.
Put us on overnight in the late night. Limo talk late night.
It's a lot of places.
Curses. Yeah, it's a lot of places.
It is.
I'm proud of them, bro.
Yeah.
The DNA show, Sunday night, 7 o'clock. Althea's really good.
A lot of different states.
Danny's halfway decent. I lost another friend.
I was going to say, there goes another one.
All right.
You were working on Bobby Lucero, losing him as a friend earlier tonight.
And what's the truth about that? If we ever
Well,
get
the truth is, it seems like you're trying to lose him as a friend.
No, if we ever get let go, the only thing that we got, the only positive after the whole thing is you. He likes you a lot.
I would be the mediator.
You would be the mediator. Like,
Right.
I know how I'd get with him. I'm like, oh, fuck him. It's how he talks
I would
about
try
me.
and smooth it
He
over.
doesn't even put us on Spreaker and then says we don't compete against the Freak Show on Tuesday nights. They're not very happy with me either.
The Freak Show?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I put a clip of me saying the Freak Show.
All right. Well, then that's a good reason, I
And
guess.
it was my most watched clip this week.
Well, listen, I guess it was funny.
Thank you, Kathy Arnold and Emily Santosis.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, listen, what's funny is funny.
See you
What
next
can I tell
Tuesdays on
People-
Tuesday nights.
If people like it, then you're going to provide them with more of that type of content, wouldn't you?
Yes,
Because that's what people like.
we like
If they didn't like it, you would stop doing it.
Yep.
They stopped liking Biden and they got rid of him. See how that worked?
You could keep going back to it. I'm so fascinated by the fact that they turned on this guy within 40. When was the
I'm not
debate?
surprised
June.
at all.
June. It's now July. He didn't even make August. It's a month.
This is the
They turned on him.
character
I'm
of the
fucking
people you're
fascinated.
dealing with. That's all I'm going to say.
We're in Poland tonight, just so you know.
Oh, I like Poland.
your family's from Poland, right?
My family?
Aren't you Polish?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not Polish. That's one of the things I'm not.
What are you?
I'm several things, but I'm not Polish.
Why you always say Tikanis? What are you, Greek? Oh, you're Greek.
That's Greek.
Oh, you're Greek.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's not Polish. That is Greek. Two completely different things, sort of in two completely different regions of the world, somewhat. I mean, Greece is kind of in the Mediterranean. Poland is a little more north, kind of on the Russia
All right, I don't need a geography
side
now.
of,
I just,
Eastern Europe.
I hate you. Just,
I'm just saying.
I hate you.
But they're close.
Coach Jim-
No, I think maybe you're going to confuse the Iberian. I told you, Iberian Peninsula, like Spain, Portugal. Those are that's some of my ancestry over there as well.
Didn't you also come?
Bonnie is half Polish. Which half?
I want Bonnie to come on the show. She should come hang out one night.
All right, Bonnie, get in your car.
Yeah, Bonnie, come hang out with us one Sunday night. I think I got a surprise.
I won't be here next week.
I think
so.
I have a, Richie's not going to be here next week, but I think I have a surprise guest coming in next week. One of our good friends. I'll talk about it later because him and I are having a little having words.
Assuming you'll still be friends by the end of the week.
No, we're having. Well, it's another guy we're not being friends right now. He's a little annoyed at me. I'm a little annoyed at him. I asked him to come on our show September 14th, the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And he basically told me he had another show 3 months in advance. Had already committed. And I went off on him. I'm like, you fucking kidding me. I'm not telling you who it is yet. You've been with me since day one almost.
All right, but the guy has a commitment to.
But he's going to make just
somebody
as much
else.
as money as that night from me, and he's going to get more people watching him that night. He's going to be at a brewery. I'll let that out for now, and it's a he. But I'll let you know later. I'm pissed off.
Okay, but the man is he's respecting the commitment he made to somebody else. Has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with exposure or anything else.
Bullshit, because I caught him in a lie.
Oh,
because he told me he was doing a fire department, and then 3 weeks later he's doing a brewery, and I shut him up real quick.
Is he a Democrat?
I don't know what he is. He's a Estonian.
Just sounds like
I can tell you that.
Sounds like something a Democrat would do.
And he's been with us since day one. I'm a little fucking annoyed right now.
Day one.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't here day one.
Well,
so-
you know what I mean. He was at Govs when we were rocking and rolling like we are now.
Gotcha.
Okay? He was there for the 24-hour marathon. He used to do the Dare Romano show. He used to do our show. He did Teresa's show.
Little roller. Little roller.
No, that's not him.
Oh,
no,
not
no,
him.
that's not him.
Oh, okay.
That is not him.
Oh, interesting.
Nope. Haven't had any contact with him. And I have not had. I'll let you guess all night. You guess all night. I will get you two.
Well, there was only a certain amount of people at the 24-hour thing.
No, there was a lot of people at the
Well, there
24-hour
was,
thing.
But
He's been on our show many times. He's co-hosted with us.
co-hosted.
Yes. He's joined us. And we
Wow.
have pictures of him recently within the last 6 months.
Really?
Yes.
Why can't I think of this
And
person?
he's joining us next week because you're not. Because you're a pimple. Because you're going to be
Interesting.
on vacation. Yeah. Coach Ferry's coming on the show. Coach Jim Ferry.
Oh, Jim Ferry's coming on?
Jim Ferry wants to talk about the state of college football and basketball with these NILs. What is it?
The NIL.
The NIL.
It's destroying the game.
That's exactly what he said to me. He goes, Graz, he goes, you don't understand. He goes, I just lost a kid for $250,000 to Boston College.
Right.
And the kid's not even going to start. That's crazy.
Right. But they're just making these other programs weaker because they have the money.
So Jim just texted me. I asked him to come on tonight. He responded the other day. I don't think I can. Tonight he says, I'm still on a recruiting trip. I'm still at the airport. He goes, I can't make it on, but I will come on. So Jim Ferry, Coach Jim Ferry of University of Baltimore, Maryland,
Love it.
Division I basketball coach, is going to join us within the next month.
Well, Nick Saban had the same opinion when he stepped out of Alabama. You know, the transfer portal and now the NIL and the money that's involved. You know, listen, everything has pluses and minuses. Great for the player, right? Because these programs are making billions of dollars or millions of dollars off of them, and now they're finally getting a piece of it. Okay. However, you're going to have things like this go on now, and it just hurts sort of the sport overall in general.
He
Because
says it's in-
what are you really playing for?
So, folks, Jim Ferry worked at Adelphi University. Then he went to LIU and made them into a power at LIU. Then he went to. I know he worked at Penn State. He was the assistant coach. Then became the head coach at Penn State. Now he's been the head coach in the University of Baltimore, Maryland, for a couple of years now. He's very well known within the industry, and his words to me were flat out: "It's total chaos."
Mm-hmm.
Total chaos. And a program like his, that's Division I, and has to win their tournament to get into the dance, the 60, the NCAA dance. It's not easy,
Right.
and he says it's not easy. So he's going to give us
No.
He's going to give us an update on the status of college football and college basketball, and these nils and everything else.
It's in all the sports now. The not necessarily the nils, but the transfers and the
Yeah.
and everything else. It's a little crazy the way it operates right now. It used to be you play for love of the school,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You take pride in being, playing for, name the top Division I programs, Ohio State, Michigan, whatever school you want to name, Penn State, doesn't matter. That's who you wanted to play for, Villanova or, whatever. Now, who's going to write me a check? Where am I going to get the most exposure? Who's giving me the best chance to make it as a pro, even if I'm really not that good?
I know a kid that moved to 3 different programs, made $1.8 million, never started a game.
There you go.
I don't know his name, but I know that there's talk about that.
Right. Now, he could be the smartest kid in the room.
He is the smartest kid in the room. He made $1.8 million.
Made $1.8 million, never started a game, but made almost $2 million.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Insane. And it just happened. This thing just
What
started.
sport?
Football.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's where the money is, football. That's for sure.
Baseball's nothing, huh?
Well, I don't know if it's not. I don't know of any baseball
Can I see
NIL
that?
deals, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Do you have any guys that maybe Holiday's kid, right?
Yeah, well, you got Outlider's
Or
kid.
Outlider's kid, something like that.
But listen, baseball is so different because, you have to go through so many levels of baseball to get, to MLB. Basketball is different. Obviously, they draft kids out of high school, or they draft right away, they're on the court, or within a year or so, they're on the court. Football is not much different. These rookies come right out of college and they're in the NFL. There you go. You're starting cornerback. You're my new guy. Get out there if you're good enough. That's just the way it is. Baseball is such a different animal. You don't see 19, 20-year-old kids, 21-year-old kids really pitching. Although Luis Heel for the Yankees is 22.
I have to tell you.
So there is the anomaly of that, but for the most part, I'd say probably 90%. There's rookie ball, there's A ball, there's high A, there's double A, there's triple A. There's majors. Like there's 6 layers you got to get through.
You might think I'm crazy. I think somebody like your son, if he stays successful, is going to make it. At least I you know why? Because he hasn't thrown that much. He's very talented. He's going through the system on a positive basis. You're going to send him to these different tryouts, right? For once he graduates. We hope so.
I don't know what the future.
Some
holds,
I
to be
think
honest
somebody
with you.
like him
I don't have
is like
these grandiose plans.
I do.
But well, listen, anything can happen in life, and that's what I would tell anybody. But you can't go through thinking that. He's having a great experience, and that's really, number one to me, to be honest with you. So whatever happens will happen. But people get a little too wrapped up and crazy about it. But listen to this guy. I would love to say, hey, my son made a $1.8 million and never started. That'd be fantastic because he'd be well on his way to just investing a lot of money and being successful in life. So, that would be wonderful. But, it just doesn't happen in baseball. You don't see some NIL deal, I don't think. Not that I'm aware of, to be honest with you. But
Do you remember Good Times magazine?
yeah, isn't that the weed magazine?
No.
What?
Thanks. We're having the guy that runs it come on the show soon. Good Times magazine's been going for years. That's the magazine that used to go in all the bars and everything else.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the local paper here on Long Island?
Yes.
Of course I know Good Times.
All right, so
I've been in that paper.
You have been?
My band's been written up in that paper way back in the 90s.
Well, here's what's funny is The guy's name is, I think, hold on, I'm going to find his name.
I used to love. I used to get Good Time
All right.
magazine all the time.
His guy's name is Richard Branaforte. Branaforte? He's an Italian guy, right?
Yeah,
All right,
that's a tough one.
All right.
Branson Forte.
He's the founder of Good Times Magazine.
Right.
He says he turned down a job at Jimi Hendrix, Long Island Music Hall of Fame inductee. So I reached out to him and I said, listen, we used to have your magazine 30 years ago at INS 41, and I'd like to have you on the air. And he says that
I always picked up his
he says
magazine.
he says I would love to come and talk to you guys. So I think we're getting him to give us a call. Good Times Magazine.
I'm trying to think.
Well,
I used to go to Mr. Cheapo's. If anybody knows
Mr.
Mr.
Cheapo's.
which is the record store in Mineola.
I remember that.
Yes.
He was in there all the time.
He was in there all the time, and I used to would get Good Times magazine there.
Yep.
I want to say sometimes they had them at the clubs, like the Roxy up in Huntington. Years ago, there used to be like a little stand there, and they put them at all the Right Track Inn in Freeport. If anybody remembers that, please.
Oh my God, the Right Track.
The Right Track Inn in
How
Freeport.
about the Railroad Inn? How about the Railroad Inn in Valley Stream?
We played there so many times. The Right Track Inn, I can't even tell you.
What was your favorite place? What was your favorite place to?
Honestly, that was one of our favorite places to play because the owner was a really good guy and a nice guy, and he didn't try and screw you. Okay. Not like some other places. So that's why I would say that was probably one of our... And it was a nice room. It was a good elevated stage. It was... the sound in there was good. It was a happening place. Had a great bar. A good vibe. Very, very cool place. Loved the Right Track Inn.
What was your favorite dive bar to play at all these years?
So there was a place in... what the hell was the name of it? It was in Jackson Heights, Queens. The heck was it called? Castle Heights or something like that. It was this little row kind of bar, tiny little place.
Okay.
That we used to play in. But definitely a little diving. I mean, we played in CBGB's also, but
No.
I don't look at that.
No,
as
you played at
diving.
CBGB's?
We played at CBGB's once. Once we played there.
See, you're perfect to talk to this guy, Richard from Good Times Magazine,
Yeah.
and Bobby too.
That was a great time.
Because Bobby used to
And
love
CBGB's isn't even there anymore. It's a sin that place is gone.
Governors was
Horrible.
big on Good Times because they used to say who was coming, upcoming
Right, so
comedians.
they probably had it right. They probably had a stack of them right at the right at the door.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So he's coming on. So Richard from Good Times Magazine, which has been going on for years,
I'd love to
is
talk
going
to
to join us. Jim Ferry's joining us. You know what? I'm pretty happy right now. We're getting people.
You're trying to get more friends
Yes.
to make up for the ones that you lose.
I can't believe that. Like I'm losing friends. I don't know. I'm annoyed by that. I'm a nice person. All right, I had a couple of incidences recently, but I feel regretful.
Like the world's biggest critic says.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Here we go.
She wants to see the kind Anthony. She knows he's in there.
Okay.
She knows that he's in there. She believes that he's there.
Yep.
She just needs to see more of it.
I'm trying.
I know you are trying.
I am trying very
I
hard.
know you are trying.
My friend Greg DiFilippo in Florida, I love him. Bonnie Scalisi, our friend, and I love him.
She just has to get a babysitter. She's going to message you tomorrow.
Bruno Capola just messaged me privately.
Bruno.
Hold on. We give him
What
a little
happened to your
pump.
Red Sox tonight, Bruno?
Sorry, in Vegas playing poker tonight. Can't watch. We'll catch the replay tomorrow on my flight back from New Hampshire. What are we at? Listen at about 10:08. Listen in at 10:08.
Bruno Capola.
Bruno Capola, man. You know.
They're getting their butts kicked by the Dodgers tonight. Otani hit a freaking 473-foot home run
Best player in baseball.
to the back of the stadium.
Best player in baseball. All right, thank you, folks, for everything that you've done in the last couple of shows. It was just it's been phenomenal, the viewership and everything else. Thank you. Please
you for
share the
support.
show. Thank you for the support. Put us out there. You know who you are. The ones that share it all the time. You know, the Ann Rothnys, the Mike Botts.
You're up to 83, by the way.
I want to get to 100.
Where is Mike Bott tonight?
I don't know.
see Mike Bott's finger on the
Bonnie
screen.
Scalisi's, the Greg DiFilippos, the Bruno Capolos, the Kathy Davies, Panaccio, the Fran Gattos,
Right.
the loyal listeners that share us. Althea's going to share us. She says I'm adorable. I love Althea.
Green Dog's got a nice win today, I saw.
Yeah, we lost the first game. I wasn't there. I came the second game. And
Maybe that's why.
oh, it's absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about me. Althea says, oh, we love you too. Bonnie says, yes.
Ah, and there he is. I say his name, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 middle fingers from Mike Bott.
Mike Bott.
Hello, Mike.
I love Mike Bott. All right.
Mike
so
Bott.
I'm going off a tangent for a minute. Let's do it. September 14th right now. Let's give you the whole synopsis. September 14th is a night we're going to be here at Strong Island TV doing a private event. Bobby Lacerra has increased the capacity for us to 37 people. I asked him. He said 37 is fine. No more than 37 tickets.
37.
37.
It was 35.
It was
He allowed
35.
you
I'm
2
adding,
more.
I'm adding 2 more.
Okay. Fair.
Yes.
Very fair,
That's
Bobby.
it. So we're at
That's
30,
it.
37. That's
You're
gonna
respecting the 37, and
Yes.
that's it. Okay.
All right. So that's where we're at. So we got
That's
30,
total people in the room.
Well, no. That's just That's just people that are going to be in the crowd.
Well, I
Then
remember
you got
that was,
us. Then you got the people that I've asked.
Is
that are
Bobby
coming-
aware of this?
He knows. Lou
Okay.
Gatto's coming in with Fran Gatto. He's going to join us.
Right.
Blind Jim Hughes is supposed to join us that night.
Love it.
Little Mikey LaGerfo is supposed to join us.
The
that
now
night.
retired Blind Jim Hughes.
Yes.
What is his new career venture?
I don't know.
We should have
But
to
we'll,
ask.
we'll have to ask. Greg DiFilippo supposedly is flying up. He's probably going to give me the middle finger and not fly up because I haven't ever gone down there yet for him, and he's come down here twice. But I am the talent, and I'm sorry. I had hard times, Greg. Things are tough. We're in a recession. No, I love you. So Greg DiFilippo might join us that night. But
Good.
performing that night, the great and powerful and always funny Charlie Myers,
Hello, Charlie Myers.
Beef Jerky Man, and really funny, I've always found him funny, Justin McDonald.
Did you ever pay for Justin's beef
I still
jerky?
owe him $80.
You still
I still
owe
owe
him the
him.
freaking $80? And the man wonders why he's losing friends,
And
folks.
you know who reminds me all the time? Bobby.
Justin McDonald?
No, Justin never calls me.
Send you a text every once in a while. Hey, where's my $80?
He's, you're right.
Did you get the jerky?
No, I haven't had the jerky yet either.
Oh, all right. All right.
No, I haven't had the
All right,
jerky yet.
So,
Joe Pontillo, our new
at
friend
least
Joe
it's not
Pon-
like you ate it.
No,
and
I
you
didn't
still
eat
owe him
it.
the
No.
money.
Joe, I would never do that. I would take the beef jerky, eat it, and not give him his money.
I don't know.
What is that, like me telling
well, no,
Bobby
you
Lacerra?
like forget.
That's like me telling Bobby Lacerra, let me do a show on Sunday, and I'll pay you
I'll pay
Wednesday.
you Tuesday.
I'll pay you Wednesday when the check clears.
Like Wimpy.
He already made reference to that tonight. He goes, you think maybe you want to give it to me on Tuesday? I go, no. He goes, why? I go, because I get my electronic check on Wednesday. Whatever. All right. Joe Pontillo's joining us that night.
Hello, Joe.
Brendan Ryan is joining us at night. Brendan Ryan and Joe Pontillo do a hell of a good shows. Brendan Ryan throws a open mic at Alibi on Thursday nights, which is in Farmingdale, and he's
Alibi.
he's very talented. So if you're in the Farmingdale area, you want to go visit him. And Joe Pontillo puts a night together on Fridays in Long Beach. I'm trying to do on the spot here. I want to know. Oh, yeah. Comedy Night and Michael's Billiards at Austin Boulevard and Island Park. Joe does a Friday night show there once a month, I think, or twice a month. And he usually has some very, very good comedians to join Joe Pontillo on Friday nights in Long Beach. Matt Alvalo, who's our man, our buddy, he does all his shows a lot in the city at Greenwich Village Comedy Club.
Right.
He's joining us that night. I don't know if she's joining us. She's not answering my question. Teresa Farrell, who showed up last week and decided to hang out with her parents this week. And
Decided to hang out with the parents?
she said she's with her parents this week.
Well, yeah,
They're,
I mean,
they're a
that's-
little elderly.
Oh, okay, so that's,
I'm all right with it.
that's an easy
But
decision.
she's not answering me. I said, you're going to perform on September 14th.
She's with her parents.
She hasn't answered me.
She's told you 12 times she's going to be
She
here.
answered me when she couldn't come in tonight. Did she not?
Oh, boy.
What's the problem? Am I losing friends again?
It seems it. Yeah.
Oh, no. She
Just
didn't-
saying.
She didn't write back. All right. Mike Nicolia. Mike says, I don't know if I'm going to be able to perform. I haven't performed. I'm going to be rusty. I'm like, who cares? Good song. I'm like, who cares? So I might have the gentleman that I haven't first started a fight with right now, and I'm fighting with.
Right.
He might replace Michael Nicolia, but Michael Nicolia wants to come that night.
Okay. That's
Michael
fair.
Zimmerman's coming out of a semi-retirement to perform a little bit for us that night.
Wonderful.
Larry Izzo, who was like it always happens. You know,
The
we
coach of Michigan State basketball.
No, we had Larry Izzo in here, the exterminator guy.
Oh, right.
You know, like usual, we get him on, and then everybody else follows suit.
Of course.
You know that. So Larry Izzo joined us that night, and Bonnie Scalisi, who I added last week. I added Bonnie Scalisi last week, is joining us on September 14th.
Okay.
We want to thank, folks, just so you know, BAC Systems in Farmingdale, 516-797-4990. If you're having air conditioning problems, please give them a call. Brian May and Mary Ann, BAC Systems in Farmingdale, 516-797-4990, and they have given us $500 to the Vicky Vasquez.
I know you were going to give me his name. I got that thing to fix over at the concession
I gave him
stand.
your name. I guess he didn't call you.
No. Well, give me his. I mean, I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
Bottles on Broadway, LLC, Fine Wines and Spirits. Rinda, I love Rinda. She is the proprietor.
Hello,
1083 North Broadway, Massapequa, 516-694-1909. They're on this road straight down at the end. Bottles on Broadway. She's awesome to us. She's always giving us these wines at a discounted price, and she is going to probably give us some money for the pay-per-view. And Pat Walsh Realty, 516-369-8241. Pat Walsh Realty in Farmingdale. He is also giving us some money towards the foundation. And my son Dominic Graziaday is giving a donation to the fund.
Oh,
so right now,
that's very nice.
Right now,
Thank you.
Without anything starting and everything else, we're at about $650 with 8 weeks to go.
It's unbelievable.
8 weeks to go.
It really is.
All right.
It really
so
is.
joining us that night,
So
I can
nice.
tell you right now, Jeff Thurston has bought 10 tickets.
Wow.
Mike Bott has bought 2 tickets.
Love Jeff Thurston.
Lou and Bott give me the finger all the time. Lou Ferriolo took 2 tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Mancini in Franklin Square, my lifelong friend, has taken a couple tickets. And Johnny DeLutri, who is also my lifelong friend, has taken a couple tickets. And I think Mike LaGerfo, the coach of the Green Dogs, is taking 2 tickets that night. So we've already sold 20 tickets, and we only have about 17 more to go.
That's great.
With 8 weeks to go.
Love it.
That's the breakdown on September 14th. We hope what we're going to do then is have that show that night be clipped by Bobby Lacera here at Paradise Studios and make it into an hour-and-a-half pay-per-view, which we're charging $2.99, and we've got one person that bought already. That's Ann Rothney in South California. We've got
Sold.
one $2.99.
It starts with
pay-per-view.
one, folks.
That's it.
Okay? You don't get to 100 without starting at number 1. You never know.
All we wanted, we're going to get your name, your address, and your credit card and your expiration date, and it goes to the pay-per-view company.
That's it, folks.
That's all.
Really
That's all we
nothing.
want you to do.
Nothing at all. Just your name, your address, and your credit card.
Especially during the holidays.
You know.
So if you find there's $1,000 purchase from Best Buy and it's coming from Farmingdale, Long Island, it could be me.
Ann Rothney has a question. How much and where do I go to pay for it, Graz?
Well, it hasn't. And we have 8 weeks. You'll find out soon. It's going to be $2 a night. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
It's a radio teaser, and
Hold on. We don't want to give out that information now
it's-
so people will actually purchase beforehand.
Yes.
We're going to wait and then do it later.
well, they're not going to spend any money.
Yes, I was being sarcastic.
I know. September 14th. He's got to clip it. It's going to take him about a week or 2 weeks to clip it. I know him. He's going to
that's
take
fine.
He's going to take his time because he ain't getting no money out of me.
But could you pre-sell a pay-per-view view or no?
Bobby Lacera, can we pre-sell a pay-per-view view? What?
Let's just wait while it's silent, dead air for Bobby to come out of his
He goes,
coma.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Hold on, he's clearing the
Bob,
smoke
we
out of
want
the
to
air.
know if we put the pay-per-view site up and people want
Can you pre-sell?
Can you pre-sell the pay-per-view?
Can you pre-sell? Well, that's a completely different question. I
yes.
will find out for you. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
like,
we-
you know,
like
I
Ann
think-
Rothney
I
wants
think
to
absolutely. I think you can. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to pre-sell this come August 1st, because if I know from August 1st to August 30th, if I got 3 people that bought a pay-per-view, we're in trouble.
You can start pre-selling once we have it recorded. I wouldn't sell something that we don't even have yet.
Okay. All right.
Well,
so-
yeah, if something goes wrong, then what are you going to do?
Well, here's my thought about that, Bobby. And since you're on the air, let me ask you this question. Since we are doing it September 14th, and then you're going to clip it and make it into a beautiful pay-per-view, I probably think that we should do that around the holiday time. Put the thing out, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I think a lot of people spend a lot of time with family and friends and might want to listen to Limo talk around the fire.
I think they'll forget about it by then. I think you put it out right after it happens, so people buy it.
What do you think, Lacera?
Put it right out.
Put it right
Thank
out.
you. Put it right out. We agree. What a shock.
It's going to take them a few weeks.
All right, a few weeks. That's fine. I'm just saying, but you're not going to wait till Christmas to put it out.
I can't wait.
I can't hear Bobby.
He doesn't want to talk.
No,
No,
he's just yelling
He
in the
wants
background.
nothing to do with me.
Right.
Do you think I was kidding when we were sitting outside before?
Ann says, "I got you. Thank you. You're welcome."
And
Ann.
could you put like a little paper in a liquor store?
Oh, yeah.
Buy a Bacardi rum.
Can
get
you do
get a
that?
$2.99. Get a $2.99 pay per view comedy show.
Yeah, she could boost a bottle of liquor, and it'll include the pay per view.
Yeah, I want to know when Leanne's working there. I really one night I want to go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Taft Liquor Store. No, Lucky Seven.
Lucky Seven.
Lucky Seven Liquor Store in Taft, California.
California.
For tonight, because we're listening to Limo Talk, we're going to put Bacardi rum on sale. A 1.5 liter for $22.99. Buy one, get one free. Yeah, give away the Bacardi.
Not a bad idea. A little intro as they walk in the store.
His was my other thing.
Hey, everybody, this is your favorite podcast here from Strong Island Television.
In Long Island.
It's in Long Island. It's Limo Talk with Grant. You could do a nice little promo.
All right, well, let's do one now.
Good
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lucky 7 Liquor Store in Taft, California. Please make yourself comfortable and walk the aisles. Make sure you don't steal anything because we have your picture on the monitor. Today, we just want to let you know that Cuervo Tequila's on sale for $19.99.
Well, you don't know if that's on sale.
Today it is.
No, you say, please tune in on Sunday nights to hear Limo Talk with Graz. You're either here in the liquor store or you could go to Strong Island TV on YouTube or Facebook.
We've gotten away from that Limo Talk with Graz. Certain people don't take too kindly to that.
Yeah, but they're at a Blink 182 concert. So, I mean, what kind of value are we carrying with this guy? I mean,
dude, most talented person. I love him. I swear. When he's in
there watching Blink 182, he's probably dealing with. There's definitely, well, let's say 1021. Oh yeah, the liquor is setting in at the Blink 182 concert. He's probably got a little security things to do. But he said if he picks up, he'll pick up. So you want to try and call?
I do.
Call Bobby Inzarella?
Yeah, let's do that.
Live on air?
Yeah, let's do that.
A little spontaneous radio?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's see.
Let's go. See if we can get that.
Make sure you hold it
Folks,
to the
this
microphone.
is the funniest man that I know. Been with us
No.
for 13 years.
There you go.
Let's see if he answers the phone. Bobby Ins 41 Inzarello.
I will turn down the music. Shh. Quiet.
Hello?
Hi, good evening. Bobby Ins 41 Inzarello. You're on the air. How are you?
Good, reporting from Citi Field at the Blink 182 concert.
Okay, what's going on there, Mr. Ins?
Blink 182 is playing in the middle of their set right now, and we're hanging out outside. I'm listening to it, but I'm not really in front of it. Not tonight.
Oh, well, that's good. Where are you positioned?
What's your name again? Nick? Nick has, what do you call that? He has a Sprinter.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
A beautiful van.
Yeah, those are nice.
Get his
luxury seats, and I says, boy, just like Graz.
Yeah. I could use a Sprinter. Don't be a wise ass. Blink 182. I can hang up on you.
Yeah. I told him. He goes, "Oh, look at this. He sees swivel. They do. They go. Oh, he's got air conditioning in his car."
Oh, that's nice.
All right, quick. I know you're busy, and I know you got what's going on.
Doesn't sound busy. He's hanging out in a Sprinter van.
What'd you think about the events that happened in the last 2 weeks?
Well, what, with Trump getting shot at?
Yes.
Well, I really think that was an inside job. That was helped by the Secret Service. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Believe it or not, I'm glad my roof has slopes. Nobody's ever breaking in my house. But it's so fucked up what happened, how this whole thing went down. But it was divine intervention that he turned his head to the right. He's like, I got to look over here. Oh, boy, look at that bullet coming my way. And he was like, I felt it. It just like pierced through my ear, and it was amazing that he turned because otherwise it would have went right through his head.
It was the chart.
But I gotta say one thing: that man is a warrior.
I-
That man is fucking hard. That man is tough as nails. I give him a lot of credit. I really do. And every day, it's like one more day where I sit there and say to myself, I really admire this guy and I want him to be president.
So I said,
That's it.
I said on the air that if he would have gotten killed, I think the stock markets would have tanked and there would have been a revolution. Do you agree with me?
It could have happened. It could very well have become the situation because, but you look at what happens though. Our president, our guy, gets shot at. Right? Are there any riots in the streets? Are there anybody just burning down buildings?
That sounds familiar.
Richie said that. Richie said that, actually, Bob.
You're right, Bob. That's what I
come
totally
on, is
agree.
anybody going berserk?
Nope.
No.
No.
Nope. They're all acting like normal adults. Where you say, "Hey, listen, let's look into this and find out what the hell caused this." I mean, I think I know what caused it. I think I know who's behind it.
Who?
And I also think
Who?
What?
Who? I'd like to know.
Anybody with a D next to their name. Democrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
They
right.
wanted
Absolutely.
him out.
The same
They
people
wanted
that
him
just
out right before the convention.
the
They
same
wanted
people
to
that just threw
destroy
out Joe
everything,
Biden.
but they couldn't. They fucked that up. With a 20-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid is shooting the president, former president. Why? And did they promise him that maybe he was going to walk away from this? He was never walking away from it. There was no way that kid was ever walking away from it. He's a little fucked up kid. They knew they were going to wipe him out.
Yep. And do you know that there are?
And why they saw him? They saw him on the roof an hour before. Oh, he was there. He was a suspicious character an hour before. They did nothing. People are standing. It's so fucked up. You got Secret Service and you got people standing there going, "Hey, there's a guy with a rifle on the roof."
Yeah.
What? They're like, what? There was one redheaded guy with a beard that kept saying, "We're going to the police. We're going. Hey, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. Where? What? What are you talking about? It was a Pity Barbarino. What? When? Where? You know? I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
How do you not see this? Why was that roof left unattended? I mean, this is all a conspiracy. You're gonna see. It's fucked up.
Too sloped.
It's really fucked up.
She might step down tomorrow. They're saying.
But you gotta fight. You gotta fight. Fight.
Yep.
That's what you gotta do.
That's what you got to do. Did you see the Cardinals dugout by any chance?
No.
So the Cardinals dugout, somebody hit a home run, and I can't tell you who it was. And the guys in the Cardinal dugout got their fist in the air and they're covering their right ear, going fight. Yes.
I love it.
And what's his name from Tampa Bay got a double today, pumps his fist, and clearly is saying fight. So.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Good. You know what they did? They tried to rub him out, and they made him even more powerful and more popular.
They keep on making him more powerful each time something happens to him.
Now,
And I mean, if you watch the convention, which I watched almost every minute of it, and,
Shocking.
yeah, and he was so calm, collected, very, very measured in the way he spoke. Didn't rip anybody apart. Didn't get crazy. He just spoke like a normal person, regular, nice, and laid out what he plans on doing for the next 4 years. And he spent about an hour talking about it. And he just was very, very relaxed and very calm talking about it. Didn't come off like a banana head like Biden does. And I'm glad Biden's out. I mean, I am glad he's out, but I don't like what they might possibly do, and that is bring Michelle Obama in. And, I mean, I know the Clintons have endorsed Kamala Harris, and, they said that they're behind her, but
Obama hasn't.
The only way she wins is if they really steal the fucking election. I mean, but the whole thing is somebody put on Facebook, they said, "Oh my God, now what are the Democrats going to do? They already have 100 million ballots with the wrong name on them."
Yeah.
Well, I think supposedly there are a couple of states where he cannot come off the ballot unless by death or the 25th Amendment. I think Nevada is one of them.
They might be able to legally declare him dead. I don't know.
I'd put him on watch because I wouldn't be surprised if Obama puts a little something in his oatmeal, if you know what I mean. Okay? Just to try and get those votes from the other states. These people are ruthless. This is what they are. This is who they are. They're just showing their true colors now.
Thugs, man. And
Yeah.
people haven't realized it now, and you look what they just did,
Right.
To a former president. And a guy who might very well be the 47th president, they just fucking tried to rub him out. And they're behind it. I don't care what anybody says. And the Secret Service, that woman, she won't even answer the questions. Cheadle, forget about it. It's so fucked up. It really is.
It is. And I love how...
I got to go. This concert's coming to an end. The fireworks are going off.
Oh.
And it's going to get crazy here.
All right, listen. Next week we're going to start early, all right? We're going to start at like 8:30 next week. Is that all right for you?
All right, should be fine.
And
What's
good.
the date?
I got a surprise to you. I got a guy.
What's the date?
28th. Next
28th.
28th.
I won't be here.
28th out the year.
It's
Earmuffs. With bells and earmuffs, I'll be there.
all right, President Trump. It'll be me, Bobby Inzarello, and we got a special guest coming in next week, Bobby.
All right, cool.
All right, and I did something for you. You remember Good Times Magazine?
Yes.
The guy's gonna call us. I got on his radar a couple of weeks ago.
Very cool. All right, gotta go.
I love you. Bye.
Bye, Bob.
All right, see you later.
See you, Bobby.
The great, our man, our buddy, Bobby Inz 41 Inzarello. Funniest man that I know.
Great man. Great American hero. That is for sure. Yeah, so listen, it's going to get interesting, folks. Strap in. It starts tomorrow. Monday morning, bright and early. Here it comes.
I want to see how the markets.
Here comes.
I want to see how the markets
I
react.
tell you, everybody's going to be watching that. That's for sure. No doubt about it. What is the reaction to this? You have things that take years to cultivate that have now just happened in like 2 weeks. I mean, 3 weeks you could say since the debate, right? I mean, he's been the nominee for 3.5 years. They weren't picking anybody else. Now all of a sudden he decides that it's in the best interest of the party, and these are his words in his letter today, in the best interest of the party that he step aside and focus on his remaining term. Well, I tell you what, if you can't run for president, you shouldn't be president. Okay? Live out the rest of your term for what? Why not just resign? And maybe that's coming. Maybe he does resign.
He ain't resigning.
And then she just becomes president and then becomes the nominee. Don't think they're not thinking of all these scenarios, these people.
All right, so Bonnie Scalisi says 190 million pissed off Republicans, 0 cities burned. She goes, I predict it will be Gavin Newsom. I don't want that guy. That's a guy from California.
Listen, you could
That
pick,
city's
at
a
this
fucking
point,
mess.
you could pick whatever you put Gavin Newsom out there. That's a great choice, okay? Because he's done horrible there in California, all right? And people across the country, I don't mean people in California. Listen, Democrats in California, they're going to vote for whoever somebody tells them to vote for. They don't have independent thinkers, okay? They just do what they're told because they're mandated to do so. These are all the people that are against, dictatorship, which they think, they don't realize that's what they're under right now, okay? The people that are the protectors of democracy, remember, right? We're going to save democracy. Meanwhile, we're going to unravel the democratic process of electing a president for our party.
I've never seen so much political unrest in so long. I mean, I'm fascinated by this whole
This is an amazing point in American history.
history. It is.
That our grandkids, if we're lucky enough to have them, will be studying in school. Seriously.
I agree.
Okay, because 10, 20 years from now, Vinny's going to be 31, okay? 10 years from now, he'll be a 31-year-old guy. Who knows? Maybe he's got a family. Maybe he's got a wife. Maybe he's got whatever. His kids are going to be learning about this point in American history probably in school.
Oh, intern Vinny?
Intern Vinny.
Yeah.
Let's say, fast forward 10 years, right? 10 years, Vinny gets married. 5 years after that, he has his first kid after he's married, right? Vinny's 36 years old. That's 15 years from now. They'll be studying this. This is what they'll be studying. An amazing point in American history. All of this complete disheveledness that happened 100 days before the election.
But Vinny's going to be, 30? He'll be 31 years old. He'll be a high executive.
21.
He's going to be 31.
So we have to wait about 10 years?
10 years.
Right.
He'll be a high executive of
Good point.
Sirius XM.
All right.
I'll come out, I'll be 68 years old. You think at 68 years old we can still entertain for 3 years?
Absolutely.
You think so?
What are you kidding me?
Well,
what are we going to be doing? Sitting around freaking, in a nursing home?
Howard's 65 and everybody hates him now because he's boring and he's a liberal.
Well, Howard went too far away from what got him his listeners in the first place.
All right. Okay.
He is. Listen, Howard is a changed man, and I love Howard Stern, and I don't care what view he has. I really don't.
You know who his best friend is? Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, of course it's Jimmy Kimmel.
He hangs out with Kimmel all the time.
Right, exactly, because he's wrapped up in this whole I hate Trump thing. See, these people are they're too wrapped up in the fact that they hate a guy, okay, rather than what's best for the country. That's really what it comes down to. Your hatred of someone, you don't want a better country because you would have to vote for him, right, to get something better, because it can only be better from now, okay? If you don't agree that right now just about everything in this world is a mess, from the economy to the price of stuff to foreign wars that are going on.
Limo talk's not a mess. We're
No.
doing better than we've ever done.
We're fantastic. Okay, because we're wonderful people.
Yeah, I'm surprised. And all of a sudden, like
seriously,
this,
it can only get
the
better.
summer was supposed to suck here, and DiFilippo goes, "Have you seen your numbers?" I go, "No." Why? He goes, "Dude," he goes, "You've never done any of this amount." I'm like, "All right." So now I'm watching it, taking a look, and going, "Holy shit, we're having a great summer." Because now is usually the shit time
Yeah.
to throw a podcast together. From now until the middle of September, nobody wants to watch a podcast. They want to be out on the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a little late for the beach at 10:30.
No, not that late. Why? It's 10:30 on a Sunday night. A lot of people don't work.
You're not going to be at the beach.
There's a lot of people only working 3 days remotely in Manhattan, so they have the Monday off. The world has changed, bro.
Well, listen, that's all wonderful. I think the Sunday night time slot plays into that quite a bit. It really does.
I'm actually happy Michelle Astor used her mafia ties and moved those off Wednesday nights to Sunday nights.
The mafia ties.
I'm happy
How's
about
her
it.
show doing?
She's doing all right.
Good. I like Michelle Astor.
I think she's maintaining a nice show. She's listening to some advice that I had given her, and she's putting that show out. And she's doing a good job.
Hey, listening to the Graza Day advice.
Yeah. I gave her some advice, but she, you know what? She likes merchandising. Dazed and Confused. Right? Is that what's the name of it?
Is that what it's called?
Bob?
Yeah, that's her show.
No,
Bob? Bobby?
Disturbed and Confused. It's Disturbed and... Hey, intern Vinny, what is it? Disturbed and Confused.
Disturbed and Confused.
Why'd I get that wrong?
I don't know.
Wednesday nights, Disturbed and Confused, 9 o'clock. Michelle Astor, Lorna, who works the bar over there, and Michelle has guests and does comedy and has a good time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Dazed and Confused. Taz, the resident artist, believe it or not, giving us a little peek. Pat Dixon must be not coming on until 11 o'clock.
Love Taz the Resident. No Chris Smith tonight.
She
by the
says,
way.
I love you. Yeah, no mob tonight. We got Taz before. Taz, share the show. Give us a like. Do a character. Do something.
Give me something.
Ann Rothi.
Put a picture up.
I love Michelle on the show. Yes, we know, Ann.
Yes, and we're
we
aware.
know. We're
I
aware.
know.
We know.
Welcome to the Lucky 7 Liquor Store in Taft, California, people. Come on in and enjoy some
I'm with the
rum.
family. She's sharing the show. She's with her mother. Say hello to Miss Chris
Say
Smith.
hello to Mrs. Resident Artist.
Yeah, we love them.
We love that.
So YouTube kicked us off last week again. I showed you the clip.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding this. But
Well, Sarah said that it was all AC/DC. Anything that we do with
anything
AC/DC
with it, yeah,
got kicked off the air last week.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, if you told me Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, I would understand.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, AC/DC.
And we weren't that loud.
No.
It's kind of annoying.
Well, these people with their rules.
Bonnie Scalisi, and I love Michelle too. We know, Bonnie. We know.
Wow, it's really a love fest.
Yeah, really. What about?
I mean, we got
love
Red
you.
Hearts. We got
We love you, Graz. Do we
the
get
next
Rich?
thing I'm going to see is like two people making out on the screen.
Yeah,
over there.
hi Taz, Bonnie,
A
Rock.
couple of tongues.
What
hanging
about
out.
us?
You know.
The fuck?
Well, they all love each other. That's fine. I love that the listeners love each other.
Greg loves a lot of people too.
Of course he does. Greg is an all-around lover.
So YouTube's kind of pissing me off. We get to 100, we get to 100, 110.
Well, they're pissing me off,
And then
too.
then they take us off. We go down to 20. Then we could barely get to 2022. He makes a comment, "Oh, you can't compete against the Tuesday show on Spreaker." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You're not even putting the show up, and we're getting fucking kicked off."
Spreaker.
Yuck.
Well,
Let's go. Oh, what happened?
Did we not pay the rent?
Oh, we not pay. It's just fine. Keep it like this.
what happened?
It's all right. We'll go to rest. I don't care.
Oh, you're talking bad about Bobby Lacerda. Now he's turning the lights off.
Is that a hint?
He's like, screw
What
you.
is this, Halloween?
No, this is a message. Oh, now it's blurry. There we go. Okay.
What happened? Come here.
We're
Please,
like the guinea
come
pig
here.
of Strong Island Television.
Get over here right now.
All right?
Please come here.
He yells out, in the middle of the show.
Come here, please. Come sit down. No, you come sit down. You just shut the lights. Come sit down for 2 minutes. Yes, you are unbelievable. You would never do this to Steve Mariolo. You would never do this to
You wouldn't do it on Tuesday.
You wouldn't do it on Tuesdays to see you next. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm mine.
I'd like to see that.
Oh,
I would love to see. Yeah.
Emily,
I will. All
Emily
right.
Santosis won't
Okay.
say a word. Kathy Arnold won't. Carl Rokerson won't say.
All right.
You are so politically correct. It's bullshit. All right.
do it on
He would
Tuesday.
never do it with
No,
Mariolo.
there's no way
He
he's
would
doing it
never
on
do it with
Tuesday.
Asta. He
No.
would never do Teresa. She wouldn't fucking talk to him for a
Oh,
week.
my God.
Are you kidding me? I get the lights closed. I get you coming on, throwing your 2 cents in, and I get intern
shouting.
Vinny, and I get intern Vinny with a bad attitude. And now we got you back of your head.
And now we got the back of your head. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, he ran off.
Intern Vinny, what are you doing over there with the camera angles?
Intern Vinny, everybody, don't mess
He's
with
at the
Bobby.
controls over there.
Don't mess. Bonnie, let me tell you something, Bonnie. I said it tonight. Since Limo Talk has come to this show.
Oh, here comes Bonnie. Don't mess with Bobby.
Hold on. This is the deal. Since Limo Talk has come to Strong Island, thank you, Teresa Farrell. All good things have come to this studio since. Big names, big shows. Coincidence? I don't fucking know. But you know what? We got a good reputation here, and we're pretty damn popular. And Pat Dixon says hello. Comedian Pat Dixon.
Hello, Pat.
Tell Pat Dixon I said hello, Taz. And remember, Taz, Pat should want me on, okay? Or Pat comes on our show.
Speaking of Pats, where's Pat Walsh?
Pat Walsh is nowhere to be found.
Where is Pat Walsh?
I don't know. Let's call Pat Walsh.
Is he not around?
Let's call Pat Walsh.
Is he listening?
I don't know.
Please put up a middle finger, Pat, if you're listening.
Nah, Walsh isn't listening.
We would appreciate it.
Let's get.
How do you know he's not listening?
He's not listening.
Never know.
All right, let's go.
I'm waiting. Oh, boy.
Pat Walsh Realty.
Realty. I don't think he wants you mentioning his business.
Yes, he does.
No, he
He's giving us $50 towards the thing. Good evening, Pat Walsh. Is this Pat Walsh Realty in Farmingdale?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where you been?
Were you on last week? I didn't see.
We're on now.
We are now. We weren't on last week.
Wait a minute. You're supposed to let me know if I'm on live radio. You can't just start talking.
Oh,
you're
that's
right.
a good point.
You are right.
He's right.
You are right.
You're
Pat,
live on the air.
You're live on the air, Pat. Can I keep you on or should I hang up?
You can keep it on. Hello, everyone.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. That's the only one that's going to say hello to you now is Ann Rothney. Hi, Pat. Miss you. Oh, Christ. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
All right. What's up? You busy?
Well, a little.
Yeah.
How much more time on the show?
You got 28. You got about 28
Based
minutes.
on that
if you
answer,
make it
yeah.
here, intern Vinny will let us stay 5 more minutes. You'll have 20 minutes of airtime if you want.
No, I don't think I'll make it there. But let me call you right back.
Oh, all right, great. 516-945-9099. Goodbye. That's great. Pat Walsh blowing us off.
Nice.
I'm getting a schmeckle. I'm getting my schmeckle touch. Leave me alone.
God.
Oh, God.
I would call Hollywood producer Tony Carey, but he was scuba diving today. He was checking
That's
out
another
the
guy.
lobsters.
That's another guy that's pissing me off. Hollywood producer Tony Carey.
Well, you pissed him off.
He hasn't been
You
on.
blew him off.
He hasn't been on in a year.
You blew him off the last time.
All right. Well, you know
And he's
what?
pissed.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you turn to a Hollywood producer and you blow them off.
Well, I know, but you know.
I'm talented. Vinny the intern knows how fucking talented I am. If Tony doesn't know how talented I am,
What is this?
oh, I don't know.
What is
Vinny's
this? Why do we have Skype
We're gonna
across
have
the screen?
We're gonna have animated.
What is going on?
We're gonna have animated pictures.
What kind of
about us.
operation are you running back there?
Are we done yelling?
Yeah, Mr. Carey is not happy with Limo Talk at the moment. I'll try and get him back on, but it's going to be tough. I'll feel him out.
You know what?
We'll see what happens.
You know what? Fuck this. Fuck this. I've had enough of this bullshit.
What?
I've had enough of your bullshit. I've had enough of Tony Carey's bullshit.
Who are you going to call
Tony
now?
Carey, if I got his number.
Oh, boy. Oh, this should be good.
I have Tony Walker.
Let's see.
I have Tony, Uncle Tony. I have Anthony Mancini. Tony.
Uncle Tony.
I don't have Tony. You have Tony Carey's number?
Of course I have Tony Carey's
Can you give me the number,
Tyler.
please? You can write it down. I'd like to call Tony Carey.
I could call. I'll call.
No,
you
I don't
want me
want
to
you.
call?
Yeah,
Why
call-
not?
I want you to call Tony Carey.
All right,
Hollywood
hold on.
producer Tony Carey. I'd like to get him on the phone. If we
Let's
can get
see.
him on the phone.
Hold on. I talked
I'd
to
like
him
to ask
earlier
that man
today.
a couple of questions. Limo Talk. It's me, Grazade, and
Hold on.
Inch 41's not here tonight. Board up extraordinaire Richard Zarelli. Intern Vinny in the back. Bobby Lacera. Yay. Got about 15 minutes. We'll be out of
Very
here.
busy day. You never know. He might not be taking calls right now.
Can I leave a message?
You can leave a message. Absolutely. I have no problem with that.
All right, you got to turn the phone so he can hear me. Okay.
He can hear you.
All right. He's not coming on. Hello?
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 Where's the voicemail?
It didn't go to voicemail.
I didn't hear anything.
No, me neither.
You says, hey, it's Tony. Talk to you soon.
Hi, Tony. If you're getting this message,
Oh, no, the call failed.
Call fail. Oh, that's great.
Hold on.
Spontaneous radio, it's best.
Let's
You
try
gonna
one
call
more
him again?
time.
All right, one time.
Oh,
All right.
one more time.
All right, that's fine.
Maybe it was a bad signal.
Where are you going next week? Turks and Caicos?
No.
Where are you going?
Cabo.
Oh, you going to Cabo?
Mhm.
Nice. The whole family?
The whole family.
You gonna smoke a joint on the beach
No.
with the kids? No. Come here.
No, Tony Carey is not
But I'd like
incognito.
to leave a
don't have
message.
any-
Talk to you soon.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Carey. It's Anthony, your favorite podcaster in New York City. We miss you very much and like you to come on the air and join us one of these nights because we're big Tony Carey fans.
Live on the air now.
Live on the air now. I just want to let you know, and we just want to let you know that you're the best Hollywood producer in the world. The Bieber documentary was awesome. All right? So I hope we see you soon. Thank you, Hollywood producer Tony Carey. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. That's nice, right?
Very nice.
That was pleasant. That's
was
a pleasant Anthony.
You didn't curse at him.
I didn't curse at him.
That's right.
I said I miss you.
Big step for you.
I didn't curse.
No, that was good.
All right.
I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised myself. I was about to. I stopped.
But it's all good.
I stopped myself. I was like, "Listen, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
You're never coming on here."
So I have a question for you.
Wait, Ed Ratney. I told you. Hi, Pat. Miss you.
Miss you. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So you're 3 weeks away from the Cooperstown
I
tournament,
have no idea. Yeah.
and so far you're sleeping in a tent in the parking
I
lot.
have nowhere. Listen.
You really have nowhere to stay?
I have. She fucked. We messed up. She messed up. So, all I could tell you is right now we're going. She's probably going to go down there. I might have to work. I'm hiring a new guy, but I might have to work, and I have nowhere to stay right now.
You have nowhere to stay.
No.
Wow.
No, I'm hoping Bot might let me stay in the driveway or something like that. I asked Lou if I could sit in the driveway and change.
Is there a hose on the
That's
side
what
of the
I said
house?
to Lou. I go, Lou.
Just throw me a bar of soap.
Yeah, Lou, give me some soap.
I'll wash in the
I'll wash
driveway.
in the driveway. I told him, let me change in the car.
Oh my God.
Oh, God. I just got a text. It has been confirmed that the person I've been fighting with and the person that I have had differences with is confirmed for next Sunday night. So now I know Bonnie's listening. She thinks
Wow.
she knows. She thinks she knows who it is. Bonnie, if you get it right, when you come in, I'll make sure I have a nice piece of pizza for you or something that you might want to drink that you like.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Did the person work at Governor's?
Didn't work at Governor's, but worked the show at Governor's. And he works at, well...
Is he a stand-up comedian?
Yes,
Okay.
he is.
All right.
Can I listen to some music that I don't want to listen to get kicked off the air? Who gives a fuck? YouTube will kick her off.
No,
YouTube-
don't get kicked off
Oh,
the
who
air.
cares? We had a good
I
show.
care.
Everybody live. Who cares?
I'm trying to think who the hell. I mean, I should know who it is. You know, it's not Billy Geyer. It's not like-
What?
Was it Billy Geyer?
Billy Geyer.
That's who it is?
Yeah.
Well, I never would have thought you would fight with. How do you fight with Billy Geyer?
I told Billy Geyer that he has been with me since day one. He's like Matt Arvalo and Michael Nicolia. I am loyal to him. He's done every show that we've ever done. He was the first guy that I went to because
Billy's great.
He's a headliner. He's good at what he
hysterical.
does, and we get along with him.
Yes.
And then he brings Jay Christopher will come. We'll hang out. We'll smoke doobs in the front.
Fat Jay.
Fat Jay. We love Fat Jay.
Love Fat Jay.
Fat Jay always goes where Billy is.
The Fat Jay is one of his favorite lines. I love and I think it's great.
But
What is one of his favorite lines that he does, like that self-deprecating? He's a donut shy of 400 pounds.
yeah.
I love that line.
I do too.
Fat Jay, if you're listening, that's a phenomenal line.
Bonnie thought it was somebody else. All right, Bonnie. Who'd you think? Who'd you think it was?
Who was it?
Yeah.
Billy Geyer.
Billy
How do you
Geyer.
fight with Billy Geyer.
Because I told Billy Geyer, it's fucking bullshit. You've been with me for so long. You should be on my show that night.
Oh, God.
We got headliners that are our friends that have been with us a long time. Bonnie's been with us a long
Billy's
time.
hilarious.
But Teresa's been with us a
You're
long
right,
time.
Bonnie.
All right, Dina, come on.
Bonnie, come on. Who'd you think it was? Give it up.
I want to know who she thought it was.
Oh, I'll tell you off air, she says.
Oh, God. Oh,
Come on.
Come on.
Buzzkill.
Just give me a name,
Killing
a
the
first name.
show.
What'd you think it was? Michelle McDonald?
Oh, I know who she thought it was.
No.
She's very clairvoyant.
Who's?
Come on,
talks to-
Bonnie.
she
You
talks
can at
to-
least tell me if I'm right.
She talks to the
I won't
de-
say the name.
She talks to the dead?
I won't say the name,
All right.
but you could tell me I'm right, Bonnie. Go ahead. That's fine. Put it up there. Here it comes. I'm waiting for it. Nothing.
Nothing.
She's not going to confirm or deny.
No.
That means I'm right. That's all that means.
That's all right.
All good.
All good.
All good stuff. So,
Did you have a good time tonight? It was different, right?
I had a very good time.
When you and
Oh,
I-
Bonnie says it's a guy. Sorry. No, not her.
No, not her.
She thought it was a guy.
Hector Louise?
No, I already said that.
Yeah.
A little roller. God,
You know, people have listened that they like.
if
like
you're
Greg
a
D-
loyal Limo
Greg
Talk
DiPlumbo
listener,
gets
you
that.
get my joke.
Yes.
Okay? Yes.
They do get that.
Only loyal, longtime listeners will get that.
Little roller. We should play that. Where is that?
Little
Do you
roller.
have that clip?
I have it right here.
Do you have that clip?
Of course I do.
All right. I want folks to see what our opening was when we used to be at Govs.
Oh, well, I don't know if I have the full opening.
You
but
have
I
the
have
full.
The,
you
I
have,
have the clip.
No, you have the full opening. You should. All right. Next week we're going to start a little bit early.
have the full opening.
I got a cash job that I got to go to.
I got a cash job.
And I got to change things around. Bobby and Zarello will be with us next week. One of my favorites, Billy Guile, will be in next week. We've invited Bonnie Scalisi to come in. She needs to get a babysitter, but Bonnie, you don't need to get it. Bring them in. Bring the boys in. Come hang out.
She's not going to subject her children to this.
Why? Those kids they're older.
What are you
They're good
kidding
kids.
me?
They're good
What
boys.
the hell's wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Why not?
I would not do that.
Oh God.
I'm just saying.
Share the show. Give us a like.
where the
Please
heck
give us
is
a
it?
love. Beyond belief, we're actually pretty damn popular.
Well, listen, I'm sure that's hard to believe for a lot of people, and
It
I
is
wouldn't
so
be
hard to
I wouldn't be
believe.
surprised. It's hard for me to believe sometimes.
Billy Gaia returning next week. I'm happy about that.
You know?
8:30 start. Billy Gaia.
Oh, here it
You're
is.
out. Zarelli. Let me hear it.
Oh,
Let me hear it.
hold on one second. My account, I don't know what happened.
I know.
I
who
think somebody
she,
hacked my
I know.
freaking account.
I know who she thinks was going to be here.
Oh, yeah?
Dan Romano.
Oh,
I think so.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Very surprised I didn't think of that. Dan Romano. That's a good one.
No, that's not it.
Yes, it is.
We don't want to
Hold
listen
on.
to that. I want to
I'm
listen.
not. Hold
I want
on.
to listen to the Limo Talk intro.
I don't have the Limo Talk intro. I told you I don't have
So
it.
forget about it. I don't want to listen to anything else. We'll get kicked off the air for those things. To forget it.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have the Limo Talk intro?
I don't have the intro, no.
You have to have it.
I don't have to have it.
You used to start the show all the time with it.
I know, but I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. If I could find it, this
Find
would be
it.
amazing.
No, Bonnie said no, not Dan Romano. I'm stunned. I want to know who it is.
I know.
Oh,
So
wait.
who is
hold
it
on,
now?
Hold on, Bonnie. I'm going. Bonnie, go on Messenger. You know, it's great radio when we do
I
personal
know.
things.
Like you're doing the.
Who cares? Please, if they've listened, they listen to radio. They're gonna get off. They're gonna get off.
I don't know who it would be
Okay.
then.
As long as intern Vinny's still having a good time, that's all we care about.
That's all we care about.
That's all I care
hold
about.
on. I think I do have it. Hold on.
All right, let me hear it. So this is how we used to. Yeah, this is it. That's it. That's it. I got it.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest
We used to
man
sit there with our head over
on the
that.
face of the earth.
Fastball hit in the air to left field. That's deep. Back goes Chavez back near the wall, leaping, and he made the catch. He took a home run away from Roland.
We used to get excited right when that started. All right, here we go. T-Train put this together for
Yeah.
us.
Great job.
Keeps off for the Devils, plays it cross ice into the far corner. Beto swoops in to intercept. Beto behind the net, swings it in front. He's gone. Beto, 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 defend Beto.
Get chills.
And the Rangers have one more.
Those were the
down
days.
road, baby.
R.J. Barrett for three. That's good.
Oh, that's when he updated. Yep.
Traded.
Randall steps back for a three. Got it.
Soon to be traded.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, this is when he went more extended.
Yeah.
Saved by Murray. Komarov with the puck. Now Letty with a shot. Score!
It's for Bobby. Yeah.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet.
Bobby would complain. It's too long.
Yep. This was the long one he didn't like.
It is
But Tyree.
Now you hated this part too. Watch.
And now your host, Anthony Graziadei.
That's correct. Da. And I go, hey, Limo
Oh,
talk.
Limo talk.
Here we go. So I like that thing.
Oh, sorry.
I promise not to say it on air, Pronny. I promise. I don't want you to get pissed at me.
Don't say it on
I'm not going
air.
to say it on air. I got too many people that hate me as it is.
Yeah, really. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs
Nobody
that.
needs that.
Oh,
All right, we got about 5 minutes. Only if you don't say it on air, I promise. All right. That's it. Oh, I almost sent Cheapo over here 10 times the amount of money I usually send him 2 weeks ago. And you had
10 times the amount of money?
You had to see the smile on his face.
Wow.
He goes, I would have taken it and put it to future shows. I go, no, I didn't want that to happen. I want my money
Seriously?
back. He go, you weren't getting your money back. I was in the middle of sleeping, and he needed money. So he goes, could you Venmo me tonight? I'm like, I just woken up. I punch it in the numbers, and I was at $750. I was about to send to him.
Wow.
Yeah, and I stopped myself. And I stopped myself and I sent them the right amount. Tonight I go, I was about to send you a certain amount of money. He goes, oh, that would have been great. I go, what do you mean that would have been great? He goes, oh, yeah, I would have used it for future shows.
Yeah, I was going to say, he would have had a stockpile.
He would have
had 10 weeks of shows.
We have fucking 3 months of shows.
Well, just think you wouldn't have to pay him.
All right, he gave us 37 people capacity. September 14th.
He should offer you a discount if you pay ahead.
Oh, that's true. Maybe that's
well,
right.
I'm just saying.
September 14th was 8 weeks away. Please get your tickets if you're interested in coming that night. It's a live show. We got a bunch of great comedians going to join us. Richie Z is going to be here with the world's biggest critic, his wife. So you can talk to her. Supposedly, if she doesn't get, freaked out about a lot of people.
A lot of people in a small room.
Yeah, in a small room.
Yes.
I got to everything tonight. Look at that.
Look at you.
I'm done.
That's good.
Good job, Richard.
Good job, Anthony.
Good job.
You want to talk a little baseball?
What the hell? We got wait. I want to tell them what we're on. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I hate YouTube. Rumble, LinkedIn, Roku, Spreaker, GothamGoldGrass.com, Ins41.com. O'Toole made a statement to me to get us on Instagram. We've been going on Instagram a lot. Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Sicko Productions. If you need T-shirts, Sicko tees and transfers. They're at Strong Island Clothing Company. That's Bobby Lasseri. Does a good job for an inexpensive price. How's that? Is that nice to say?
Very nice.
All right, so we got him out of the way.
Lovely. So I'll start with your New York Mets, okay, in the standings right now. So now this is about the time last year that we made the bet.
I still haven't paid you guys.
Yeah, you still haven't paid, but that's okay. It's a year ago,
God.
but this is around the same time in the season when we were betting whether or not these teams were going to make the playoffs. Okay?
Bonnie, I'm not going to tell you who it was, but I
you nailed it.
I kind of nailed it. It was my next choice of what you said.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
You can tell
Don't
me
mention the name.
I will not. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the name, but I will not mention it.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Bonnie.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
So your Mets, your beloved New York Mets right now, well, the Mets, the Diamondbacks, and the Padres are all tied right now for the final wild card spot.
That's correct.
So, being on the bubble and on the precipice of possibly making the playoffs, do you think the Mets can close it out?
I think the Mets are making the playoffs. I think the Mets are going to play 500 ball the rest of the way. They're going to get it in the skin of their pants, and the Mets are going to make the playoffs. I've said that already. I did not. I placed a $5 bet on the Mets when they were 11 games out. Right now, that $5 bet is worth $22 to me. If I win the whole thing, I win $850. I'm hoping the Mets get to the playoffs because they'll probably offer me $250, $300 off a $5 bet.
So speaking of crazy bets,
Go ahead.
You ready for this?
Go ahead.
There's a guy out there that placed a bet on the 4 major sports, the champions.
Okay.
Okay? The Super Bowl this year, which he got already.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Which was the who the hell won the Super Bowl? Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Chiefs won. The Stanley Cup, which was won by Florida, he predicted as well.
Okay.
It's a 4-leg parlay.
Okay.
He also predicted the NBA was going to be the Celtics.
Now, who's he predicting for baseball?
He is predicting for baseball. This is a $100 wager that will pay $100,000.
Yeah.
And he's got the New York Yankees to win the World Series.
Then he's just like Bobby Inzarello.
Now,
We
let me
got
ask you.
2 minutes. We got to get out of here.
All right, but let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
His buyout right now,
Yeah.
having gotten 3 of the 4, is $9,000 on the $100 bet.
No fucking way.
You're not taking
No way. No way.
it. All right.
Nope.
That's
All
my
right.
question. I
Limo-
can't say I would either.
Limo Talk, it's Graziday. It's Richard Zarelli, board up extraordinaire. Bobby Inns, 41 Inzarello, who didn't join us tonight, but he'll be back next
joined?
week. On a phone call. Who? Tell me who was on tonight.
And
let's say goodbye
Rocky,
to
of
everybody.
course, in Taft, California. Lou Ferriola, Greg DiFilippo checking in. We love you, Greg. Bonnie Scalisi hanging all night and very interactive tonight. Thank you, Bonnie. Althea checking in.
The DNA show.
From the DNA show. Please listen to the DNA show. Sunday nights at 7 o'clock here at Strong Island TV. Great people put on a great show. Bruno Capola. Sorry your Red Sox didn't fare too well tonight, Bruno, but those are the breaks. You can still enjoy your Celtics.
And he's gambling right now in Las Vegas.
And he's in Las Vegas.
He's going to listen to us on the replay as he's on the plane tomorrow. Bruno, order a scotch. All right?
Get a little scotch on the
Get
plane.
a little scotch on the plane.
Lick the wounds. Hopefully you
Hopefully
won
you
some
won.
money.
Yeah, keep going.
Justin McDonald, since he was mentioned tonight, who you still owe money to for his wonderful beef jerky. Taz, the resident artist.
Justin McDonald joined us tonight?
No, but you mentioned him, so I threw him on the list. Well, because you owed him money. I figured we got to mention the guy.
Yeah, Justin McDonald. What is it? The Adirondack Walking Stick Company.
Exactly.
There you
Go
go.
buy some phenomenal beef jerky.
Yes.
Taz, the resident artist,
Love
hanging
her.
out
Love her.
tonight. Pat Dixon.
Pat Dixon.
Pat Walsh.
Pat Walsh.
Also checking in tonight. Thank you for picking up the phone. And 83 more. That was pretty steady the entire night.
And who was on there?
Mike Bott as well. Sorry, I forgot Mike
Lou
Bott. and his 9
Ferriola,
middle
Mike
fingers.
Bott.
I mentioned Lou.
Julie Angelina, right?
Julie Angelina was another one. You're right. I didn't write down
Come
Julie.
on, you got to write these people down. At
I
least we got to
forgot
give
about
them
Julie.
their names.
That was early on.
If we don't get your name right tonight, please, folks, we love you. Like the Joan Kruppe Ashes and the Kathy Davies who listen tomorrow, and the Fran Gattos that listen tomorrow, and everything else. Guys, you know the deal. We love you. Thank you so much for listening. Please share the show. Please give us a like. Please give us a love. And if you're ever sitting there and talking about podcasts, tell people about our podcast. For the great and powerful and always funny Bobby Inns, 41 Zarello, who's back next week. We love you, Bob. Thanks for picking up the phone. Board up extraordinaire, Richard Zarelli. Hey, have a good trip at Cabo.
Thank you.
All right.
See you in 2 weeks.
We're going to miss you. We'll see you in 2 weeks. For intern
I'll be
Vinny,
listening.
For intern Vinny in the back, who still hasn't brought us any pizza from his father, we still love you,
We
Vinny.
like him anyway.
Yeah, we still like Vinny. Vinny's a very talented kid. He's going to be our boss one day.
That's right.
For Strong
Going
Island,
to get us a $500 million deal one day.
Paradise Studios, Strong Island TV, StrongIslandTV.com. Bobby Lacera. Guys, he runs a great show here. We got a lot of good shows on here. We are the podcast network on Long Island. There's nobody better and nobody near us. All right? Follow the leaders, folks. Come join us.
Can I give one more shout out?
Go ahead. Hold on. Go.
Blitz Sports, okay? Catch it on Apple Podcasts and everywhere else. Little Mikey Lucerfo
The kid?
does a wonderful job with Blitz Sports.
Really?
If you love sports, go tune in. Apple Podcasts and everywhere else. I
hate
love
that
Blitz
kid.
Sports.
Oh, God.
It's phenomenal.
Vicky Vasquez, the Memorial Scholarship. That's what we're doing the pay-per-view for. Vicky played softball with the FBLI from the age of 6 until she was 18. That's where the thing is going to be about on September 14th. The Vicky Vasquez Memorial Scholarship Fund.
Please support it, people. It's a good cause, and it goes to a Farmingdale High School senior for their scholarship money to college next year.
For Vinny, the intern. Board up extraordinaire, Richard Zarelli. Bobby Inns, 41 Inzarello. Teresa Farrell wasn't here this week. And me, Anthony Grazzi Day. Good night. See you next week about 8:30. A half an hour, 45 minutes early. Good night. God bless. We love you. Thank you.
Oh. we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio, and here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions, and then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. Since last goddamn time, I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.